In terms of, obviously, we know about the investment advantages of VCTs, but it's interesting to look about the wider economic and social benefits that they provide to the UK. Robert, can you tell me about those?
Yeah, we very much uh, look at the impact to our investors as a impact to our investments as a key part of our investment strategy. And I guess if you look at it through the various lenses in terms of economic, social governance. In terms of economics, the VCT space, I think, is now employing something like 106,000 people, typically highly skilled in high growth areas, which is really exciting. And I think it's geographically spread across the UK, with something like 56% invested outside of London. So I think the economic impact of supporting visionary founders growing amazing businesses is very clear. In terms of the social impact, the companies that we're backing, because they're trying to solve the key challenges facing the world to capture the best returns, they naturally align with social benefits and government priorities. So if you're investing in areas like healthcare, the energy transition, and more recently defence, you are naturally providing a social benefit. Uh, in terms of governance contribution to areas like diversity, for example, I mean, we've set up an accelerator program called Aradia, which is aimed at supporting female founders, and that's been very successful. And we've been really encouraged by the uptake and the increasing diversity of funding within the VCT ecosystem.
Well, I'm all for that. Obviously, more female funders that I'm very supportive of. But isn't it great that, there's economic benefits, over 106,000 jobs in these businesses funded by VCTs? That is incredible. James, could you talk about some of the economic and social wider benefits that you see in your companies in managing your VCTs?
Yeah, sure. So, just for a bit of perspective, so a lot of the businesses which we and other people, other VCT managers are investing into are businesses which have kind of found early commercial traction. So they found early customers, then they look and take on growth capital to kind of scale up and kind of expand further. That typically means, given the kind of sectors that we're investing into, invest a huge investment in people. And like a lot of the business we're looking to invest into are looking to double or triple headcount over the 2 or 3 years post investment. Obviously creates a number of jobs, but not only kind of high number of jobs, but also kind of typically are high quality jobs, kind of high skilled and kind of high earning jobs, and that kind of has a whole bunch of ancillary benefits around kind of increasing tax receipts. We're also investing in kind of areas where the UK is genuinely global leading, and that helps create businesses which are successful. And then these businesses kind of typically form, or spin outs happen from these businesses. So there's kind of ecosystem forms around them. From a kind of social perspective, again, a lot of the businesses we're investing into are trying to address some of the big structural trends, whether that's kind of an aging population, increasing demands on healthcare systems, or even just around kind of improving the kind of sustainability of kind of consumer sector.
Well, you can really get a picture of the widespread impact that these companies are having. Peter, can you talk about your experience about the economic and social benefits that VCTs bring?
In terms of backing high growth companies, the economic benefits are clear, especially in terms of job creation as companies grow. Um, if you look at health tech investments, the patient outcomes that are driven by pretty much all health tech investments is a positive impact. But there are also other ones as well. If we can think of some of our portfolio examples, we've invested in a company called Social Value Portal, which is developing a platform to measure social impact for companies. So helping to measure the S of ESG. Company called IOPT, which is a sensing technology focused on social housing to eradicate the damp issues that is often making headlines. And also Prometheum, which is a CO2 carbon capture technology. So there are a number of businesses that investors get access to that are having clear impact across the UK and the world.
Excellent. And of course, you are in 11 locations in the UK, so you really are investing right across the UK, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think VCTs, ourselves and the other managers are very much investing in all of the UK, not just London and the southeast, and recognizing that across the UK that there's some great technology and great founders to be partnering with.
Well, it definitely sounds like that. I'd like to thank our managers very much for joining us today. It's been great to hear their views. I'd like to emphasise we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Investment is for the long term, and it's important to have a well-balanced portfolio. If you are in any doubt, you should talk to a financial advisor. Thanks so much for watching.